Where are you listening from? My son's breath rose in small white clouds when I found him outside. 7 years old, knees pulled to his chest, shivering so hard his teeth clicked. He looked up at me, trying to smile through the cold. "I'm okay, Dad," he whispered. But his fingers were ice when I picked him up, and I could feel the lie in every tremble of his body. Inside the warm house, laughter floated through the windows, my wife's family celebrating Christmas. Then her father's voice, sharp as a blade. "He's not opening presents with us. His father's family is beneath ours." I didn't argue. I just carried my boy to the car and drove home in silence. Him staring at the dashboard, me memorizing the cold rage forming in my chest. Some lines don't blur. Some acts demand consequences. The cracks were always there. The tension had been building for years. Little cuts disguised as jokes. Quiet insults wrapped in tradition. My wife always excused it. "He's old-fashioned. He doesn't mean it. He just wants respect." But I saw how she changed around him. Stiff posture, forced politeness, a voice that wasn't hers. And my son, he tried too hard, always careful, always afraid of stepping wrong in that house. Months earlier, her father had crouched down to my son and said, with a fake softness, "Boys like you should feel grateful you're allowed here." My wife had stood behind him with lowered eyes. Something cracked inside me then, but I stayed quiet, wanting to believe it wasn't what it looked like. Christmas proved it was exactly that. The truth behind closed screens. After that night, I stopped dismissing my instincts. I didn't confront. I observed. Late-night messages from her father. Hidden instructions. Criticisms. Comments about keeping the boy in line. Her emails were worse. Financial ties disguised as gifts. Transfers routed through the family business. Then came the folder she left open on her laptop. Estate plans, ownership structures. My son's name wasn't included anywhere. Not even as a footnote. This wasn't tradition. This was hierarchy designed to keep my son beneath them. And my wife, she wasn't trapped. She was participating. I started gathering everything. Screenshots. Recordings. Emails dripping with condescension. Financial trails they thought no one would ever follow. It all pointed to one truth. Her father wasn't protecting legacy. He was protecting control. Even if it meant hurting a child. The confrontation. One night, she walked in and saw me reading the documents. She froze. Not out of guilt, but fear of being exposed. I placed the evidence on the table one piece at a time. "This is what you chose," I said quietly. "Not a family. A hierarchy." She sank into a chair, pale, trembling. "He just wants obedience," she whispered. "Yours," I said. "And my son's." She didn't deny it. "Do you think what he did to our boy is acceptable?" Her silence gave me every answer I needed. Some truths aren't revelations. They're confirmations. Black Friday. On Black Friday morning, my father-in-law's company received a hand-delivered envelope, thick enough to feel like a warning. He opened it in front of his partners. By the second page, he stopped breathing. A formal complaint. Child endangerment documentation. Financial misconduct. Message logs. Irregular transfers. Auditors notified. Accounts frozen. Business license suspended pending investigation. At the bottom was a signature he never expected to see. Mine. Revenge isn't loud. Protection doesn't need volume. The fall. My wife called me over and over that morning. "He's ruined. Do you know what you've done?" "Yes," I said. "I protected my son." She stood in the doorway crying as I packed our things, her father's empire collapsing behind her. For the first time, her mask cracked. I didn't look back. Aftermath. My son sleeps peacefully now. No shaking hands. No careful steps. No fear of being beneath anyone. People ask if it was extreme. It wasn't. Revenge burns everything. Protection burns only what threatens what you love. My wife sent apologies later, long messages, tearful voicemails. But apologies without accountability are just another manipulation. Some doors don't close. They slam. Some bonds don't break. They disintegrate. And some families built on cruelty are meant to fall. I look at my son, safe, warm, unafraid. And I know I chose correctly. On Christmas, they taught him he was beneath them. On Black Friday, I reminded them he wasn't beneath anyone.